No one believed her until she made money doing this. No one believed her. Not her friends. Not her family. Not even herself. They said it was unrealistic. They said it was a waste of time. They said, just be realistic. And for a long time, she listened. But a few months later, she was making money. Real money. And suddenly, the same people who laughed were now asking her one question. How did you do it? Today, you're about to find out. This is not a fairy tale. This isn't a fairy tale. This isn't luck. And this definitely wasn't overnight success. This is a story about mindset, about skills, and about one quiet decision that changed everything. If you've ever had an idea nobody supported, if you've ever felt invisible, underestimated, or overlooked, if you've ever wanted to make money doing something you actually believe in, this story is for you. She did everything right. She grew up hearing the same advice over and over again. Get a safe job. Be practical. Don't dream too big. So she followed the rules. She went to school. She studied hard. She got the qualifications. She did everything society promised would lead to security. And on paper, it worked. She had a job. She had income. She was doing fine. But something felt off. Every month looked exactly the same. Money came in. Money went out. Bills. Rent. Obligations. No progress. No momentum. No freedom. Just repetition. She wasn't lazy. She wasn't careless. She wasn't avoiding responsibility. She was trapped in a system that rewarded effort but punished ambition. The quiet frustration. At night, after long days, she would lie in bed scrolling through her phone, watching other people talk about opportunities, watching creators explain how they changed their lives, watching strangers build things from nothing. And every time, the same thought hit her. There has to be more than this. But when she said it out loud, the response never changed. Who's going to pay you for that? Everyone is already doing it. You're not special. That only works for other people. At first, she tried to explain her ideas. Then she tried to justify them. Eventually, she stopped talking about them altogether. Because it's hard to believe in yourself when everyone around you treats your dreams like a joke. The real enemy wasn't money. Here's the part nobody talks about. The hardest part wasn't the lack of money. It wasn't the slow progress. It wasn't even the criticism. It was the voice inside her head. What if they're right? She started doubting herself. Who am I to do this? Why would anyone listen to me? What do I really know? She didn't see herself as an expert. She didn't see herself as qualified. She believed success belonged to other people. People with confidence. People with connections. People who somehow knew the rules. Not her. And that belief alone almost stopped everything before it started. The sentence that changed everything. One night, something happened. She heard a sentence that completely rewired how she thought about money. Not from a guru. Not from a flashy course. Just one line. People don't get paid for working hard. They get paid for solving problems. That sentence stayed with her. She replayed it over and over. And slowly, something clicked. The shift in thinking. She realized something important. She didn't need to be famous. She didn't need permission. She didn't need to be the best. She just needed to be useful. So she stopped asking, How do I make money? And started asking better questions. What do people already ask me for help with? What problems have I solved for myself? What do I understand now that I once struggled with? For the first time, she stopped chasing money and started focusing on value. And that changed everything. The decision that changed her direction. Here's what she did next. She didn't chase trends. She didn't jump into get-rich-quick schemes. She didn't try to copy what everyone else was doing. She picked one skill. Not something flashy. Not something impressive on social media. Something simple. Something practical. Something useful. A skill that helped people move from confusion to clarity. Then she committed. The 3 moves that mattered. She did 3 things. First, she learned how to explain her skill clearly. Not to experts. Not to people who already knew everything. But to beginners. People who were exactly where she used to be. Second, she shared it consistently. Online. Quietly. Without asking for permission. No announcements. No dramatic launches. Just showing up. Third, she focused on helping, not selling. No pressure. No hype. No pretending. Just real solutions. When nothing happens. At first, nothing happened. Her posts were ignored. Her videos had no views. Her messages went unanswered. The algorithm didn't care. People didn't notice. And this is the exact moment where most people quit. But she didn't. Because this time, she wasn't chasing attention. She was building proof. The first sign of momentum. One day, she got a message. Not praise. Not applause. Just a question. Can you help me do this? She said yes. She helped them. They got results. Then came another message. How much would it cost for you to teach me this properly? She froze. Because for the first time in her life, someone valued what she knew. The first money. That was the moment everything changed. She didn't get paid for her time. She didn't get paid for effort. She got paid for her knowledge. And suddenly, it made sense. She wasn't lucky. She was aligned. The growth was slow, then certain. She didn't become rich overnight. But she proved something powerful. Money follows clarity. Money follows value. Money follows courage. As she refined her skill, as she packaged her knowledge, as she showed up consistently, the income grew. Slowly at first. Then steadily. And eventually. Predictably. The irony nobody talks about. Here's the irony. Nothing about her changed overnight. She didn't suddenly become smarter. She didn't magically gain confidence. The only thing that changed was this. She stopped waiting for belief and started building proof. And proof is louder than opinions. The real lesson. This story isn't really about her. It's about what happens when you stop asking, do they believe in me? And start asking, am I solving a real problem? Because belief doesn't come first. Results do. The truth about you. Right now, you already have something valuable. A skill. An experience. A lesson you learned the hard way. Someone out there needs it. They just don't know it yet. And one day, if you choose to act, they might be asking you the same question. How did you do it? Success leaves clues. Subscribe to Success Stories Unlocked. Because your story might be next.